Hello my amazing whitey family, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making together Buka stew. That's a Yoruba kind of stew that you find mostly in all the bukas in Lagos or in any Yoruba state. You can always prepare this at the comfort of your home, and this is what we're going to be doing together. Let's get right into the video. So for the protein, in the pot here I have fuke. I have my liver, I have roundabouts, I also have beef as well, different assorted meats. Over here I have pomo shaki. I've already boiled this one, that's why I'm not adding it to the pot. And then I have tilapia fish, which I already washed and seasoned. I'll fry that later. So to the pot I added salt already. I'm now going to be adding ginger and garlic to it. Ginger, garlic, something I love, that's why I'm using it generously. Ginger, garlic and onions. And then I'll also be adding other spices. Onions powder, rosemary, thyme, cumin, seasoning. Then I'm going to allow it to steam in its own juice. We'll just allow it steam for like 10 minutes. Then we'll come back later to look at it and add more water for it to cook. So we'll let it cook and then we'll come back to it. So 10 minutes later I came back to it. Let me bring it closer. A bit of liquid, but this liquid is not enough for it to cook properly, so we are going to add a little more water to it. That water is enough. We'll let it cook until it's very soft for about 20-25 minutes. Alright, so for the peppers here I have 4 onions, trying to cut it into small bits to help it blend very quickly. Tatashe here, so I have red chili. In here I have also 11 pieces of this red chili. You can use your tatashe. I also have 5 scotch bonnets. I have 4 tomatoes. Sometimes I don't even use tomatoes. And I have my dry shombo here. I've been soaking it for like 3 hours. I'm going to blend all of this together, then I'll come back to us. Meanwhile, our meat is ready, so I'll just turn it off and I'll take out the meat from the water so that we can fry very slightly, not so dry. We're going to fry. So the pepper is ready. I'll be boiling it on one side to reduce the water content while I'll be frying meat on the other side. So in a wok I already have hot oil, and there I dropped in garlic and onions. The oil is very hot now, so I'm just going to fry the meat like I said earlier, very slightly, and then I'll also be frying the fish after the meat as well. Also, you can decide to use any protein of your choice for this buka stew, whatever sits well with you. So the meat is ready. Now I'm taking it out, transferring it onto a paper towel, and then the fish now goes in. I'm going to be frying the fish very dry. As you can see, it's ready. I'm taking that out as well, transferring it onto a paper towel to help me drain the oil. And at the same time, the pepper is also ready. It's cooked and reduced to the point, the consistency I want for it. So now we are going to fry the stew. So now time to fry the stew. For the oils, we'll be using palm oil and vegetable oil. So I'm adding first of all my palm oil. We're not bleaching the palm oil, no. We're just going to allow it get hot. And I'm also using the vegetable oil that I used in frying the meat and fish, so all the flavors that went into the oil will also come into the stew. from the onset. Okay, so when the oil is hot, we just add in our sliced onions. For this particular buka stew, it is just salt and seasoning cubes that is being used. You don't need your curry, your rosemary and all that. But you remember we use this when we boil the meat, so definitely we also have a taste of it as well in the stew too. So we're going to saute these onions for about 3 to 4 minutes, and when that is ready, we'll be adding the boiled pepper. You can also roast your peppers if you don't want to go through the process of, blending and boiling your pepper, which is a long one. I have a video on that as well. I'll link it in the description box so you can go watch that too. So we're going to be frying this pepper for about 20 to 25 minutes. I'll keep stirring at intervals because I do not want it to get burnt. We're going to fry until the oil comes clear and we can find the oil all on top. I just keep stirring to avoid it getting burnt. Ignore the newspaper I have on my stove. I'm just trying to make it easy for me to clean up when I'm done. So this is like, I have seasoning cube now. I'm now adding the stock water from the meat as well. This is like after 25 minutes. I'm adding up salt as well, and I'll keep stirring again. Allow it to cook and come to a boil as well. Guys, do you do this when you are making stew? Because of the splashes from the pepper, I like to line my stove or my gas top with newspapers to help me. So now the pepper is ready. We're now adding up all of our meat. I didn't fry the pomo and shaki, so I'm just adding that directly like that. But the rest of the meat I did fry, as you saw earlier. So I'm adding everything except the fish at this point. Everything, all of the protein, the meat except the fish goes in at this point, and then we are going to still cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. You can see all the oil on top of the stew, indicating that the stew is well fried. So now we just want the meat and the stew to absorb into each other, so we can have the taste of the stew in the meat and also the taste of the meat in the stew, if you get what I mean. And also at this point I also tested to see if my seasoning and my salt was right, and then it was right. So this is like 15 minutes after, came back to eat, and then it was like ready. All I can think of at this point is amala ewedu gbegiri, okra, my plain okra, even rice. Oh my god, ooh la la, heavenly. So at this point I'm also going to be adding the fish as well because it looks ready. So at this point I've added the fish now already, and then we're just going to leave it for like 5 minutes, and then our buka stew is ready. Our buka stew is ready. Here's me coming back to it. This is like done cooking. This is like 15 minutes or so thereafter, and our buka stew is ready. Time for us to eat and enjoy. If you have watched to this point, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop your comments. If you are not part of the family, please click the subscribe button and join the family. And thank you all for your support and for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye bye.